Can you tell me the deliverable from the defined phase? What is the deliverable from the defined phase?
We have to get the approved charter.
Approved project charter. Beautiful. Approved project charter is the deliverable from the defined phase. Till you get your project charter approved, please understand your project has not started. Am I correct or not? It is not that you start the project. The company should start the project. Isn't it? So there is no point grabbing a project opportunity through some reference, uncle, and a friend and things like that. Those projects will not go in the way we have discussed. If the company really want to solve a problem, only such projects will go in the way we discussed. Am I correct or not? So it has to be documented. You have to bring the company, under the purview of the project. If the top person's attention is not falling on your project is just a namesake work. It is not at all a project, right? So please ensure you get the approval of the sponsor for whatever work you are doing. Don't try to complicate the project. Rather, simplify the project. Take a very simple problem and then try to impress the sponsor. If the sponsor is impressed with your proposal, it can be a very, very small project, right? The very small project. Because when you are getting an opportunity to work in a company for 3 months, you must use it very smartly. You should not use the time to damage your name. You must use the time to get a lot of recognition from the company. Isn't it? So that's how you should work. So measure phase. These are the questions. Have you identified the X and Y? Is your measurement system capable and adequate? Do you have an appropriate data collection plan? Who should collect? When he should collect? How he should collect? How much he should collect? Everything is important because data helps you to see the problem. So data should be collected carefully. Not, just like that. For example, I want to do a project, improve your academic performance. I need a data. So you are just sending me something what you have. Do you think that data will help me? No. I need to figure out what kind of information is required for me so that I can actually improve the academic performance of the final year mechanical engineering students in CIT in a particular subject, FEA. I have to tell very clearly data collection plan is important. And data collected, is it appropriate for analysis? If the data is free from error, it is good to go. If it is full of error, better you throw away the data and go for recollection of the data. And once you collect the data in the right manner, you actually understand the problem. FEA, right now, the pass percentage of the students is only 30%. The management expectation is 80%. So what is the gap in performance? 50%. Right? 30% should go up to 80%. If you know the gap in performance, you get an idea about the amount of effort to be put in. Am I right or not? So the ultimate deliverable from the defined phase, measure phase is baseline performance. What is the baseline? As far as the FEA subject is concerned, baseline is 30%. What is the target in your project charter? 80%. So how much is the gap in performance? 50%.
Has he been caught?
He is analyzing whether to go for the review or not. He is analyzing all the aspects before making a decision.
Okay. So initially, the umpire did not give out. Am I correct?
Yes.
Later on, he changed his decision. So what the umpire has committed here is a measurement error. Right? He measured the event wrongly. Actually, it is an LBW, but umpire measured wrongly and declared not out. And then there was some review, there was some analysis, and then umpire gave out. If this was not done, do you think Chennai Super Kings could have won the match? If this was ignored, do you think the Chennai Super Kings can easily win the match? No. Same way, if you do not correct the measurement error, which your team will be committing while collecting the data, you may end up failing in the project. The project may not succeed, rather it may fail miserably. And over and above, in the analysis part, let us also understand the importance of analysis here. I think, yeah. Do you understand? Do you see a line here in the screen? The line is of two colors. One is white color, other one is blue color. Am I right? What is the white color? White color line is the actual path of the ball. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
The moment the ball hits the pads of the batsman, afterwards the color is changed to blue. Actually, the ball has not traveled beyond the white color region. Am I right? But it was extended analytically and understood that the ball will hit the stumps. Am I correct? So what we understand here is, if the present performance is understood through data, future performance can be predicted. Am I correct? This is how the ball is moving. So it has to move further in this manner only. All the data about the white color line is captured through cameras. Data is available. The speed of the ball, the height with which it bounced, where it pitched, every information is available. So with the information about the white color line, blue color line can be drawn. Future can be predicted. This is called regression analysis. This is called regression analysis. If you have data, if you create a mathematical model of the problem, right? Mathematically, you can understand the future. And fruitful decisions can be taken to avoid the problem. Logical? Yes. And the line, looking at the line, can you tell me, is it a straight line or a curved line? Come on, look at the line and tell me, is it a straight line or a curved line? Look at the blue color line. Is it straight line or a curved line?
Curved line.
Curved lines.
Very good. It is a curved line. That means your mathematical model is going to be a quadratic equation. It is not going to be a linear equation, isn't it? Quadratic equation will be a parabolic equation, a second degree equation. The nature of equation will be y equal to ax squared plus bx plus c. Hope you have studied all these things in your mathematics, right? But you need to use all of them in your project. If you are not going to use all the tools, no, your customer may not respect the way you are working. If you see a plumber doing all the repair work in your house without using appropriate tools, I'm sure you will not call him again. Am I correct? He may know the job, but still, if he use inappropriate tools, you will not like him. So these are the steps in measure phase. You must finalize the metrics which are to be monitored to prevent the problem. You must start monitoring the metrics which are responsible for the problem, right? And then validate the measurement system. And then you should actually measure the baseline performance. So these are the tools in the measure phase. Operational definition, gauge R&R, histogram, control chart, measurement plan or data collection plan, measurement system analysis, check sheet. Check sheet is nothing but the data collection sheet. You design a check sheet in such a way that the project team members are guided effectively to collect the correct data without committing any error. The deliverable, validated measurement system, but the important one, the baseline performance. right? The baseline performance is what is the real intensity of the problem. Your patient has come to you with a severe pain in the abdomen. And now you stratified the problem, understood that the pain is related to the kidney. You further stratified and understood that there is a stone in the kidney. Now, after diagnosis, as a doctor, you understood that the size of the stone in the kidney is 0.26 mm. What is this 0.26? The baseline value. This is the real intensity of the problem. So now what needs to be done? So some dimensional measures are important. We call it baseline performance. It can be, it can be any metric that can help you understand the problem, or it can be, the process capability also. Process capability we measure in terms of sigma level, we measure in terms of yield, we measure in terms of rejections, the so-called, DPMO and PPM. DPMO means defects per million opportunity. PPM means parts per million. Do all of you have the GEMS packet with you? I have told you yesterday, right?
Yes, sir.
You? All of you bought it? You have a GEMS chocolate? See, I am seeing one responding to me. Since he is on video, even if he shakes the head, I understand he is answering. But all others, you don't speak also, you don't shake your head also. I don't know what kind of approach it is. When we are doing teaching, what are you doing? Come on, tell me, what are you doing? Are you doing learning?
Yes, sir.
Who is responsible for teaching? I am responsible for teaching. I am doing my job correctly. I show my face. I speak louder. I check my internet connectivity. I share my screen. That is my job. That is my scope. And as far as the learning is concerned, who is responsible? Myself or yourself? You are responsible. But are you doing your job? Otherwise, the project is going to be a big failure. Project is always a teamwork. There are several members involved. Everyone should understand the role, responsibility, and then deliver correctly. Then only end result can be great. If you think you are not part of the team, you are not part of the project team, knowingly, unknowingly, you become the reason for the complete failure of the project. This is what Nokia did. All of you know the story of Nokia, right? The CEO of the company literally cried while giving the last press meet. Literally cried. Why he cried? The statement he said is, we do not know what we did, but we lost. Am I right? They did not know what mistake they have done, but they have lost the market. And Nokia was kicked out. Am I right? Some long back, Nokia was #1. There was a cinema song also about Nokia. Isn't it? Mobile phone means Nokia. But now where is Nokia? So don't become a reason for the failure of the project you are associated. So you need to understand your responsibility and then do your part properly. Because everyone's contribution is important for the success. Everyone's contribution. You may be doing a very small work. Just you may say yes or no, or you may ask me some question, or you may take notes, or you may, you may go through the recording many a time. Small things. But that will make this program, a mega success. All right. So if the data is having an error, you can measure the error. How much is the error? For that, this kind of analysis you need to do. Like how Pareto was plotted effortlessly using Minitab. This report also can be generated effortlessly using Minitab. All that required is you must have interest to learn, right? And see here, in this report, there is something written here, 4.27. This is the measurement error. This measurement error should be less than 10%. How much it is here? Just 4%. That means your data is credible for analysis. If it is more than 10%, your data is unworthy. You should not take decisions using that data. Better scrap the data, improve the measurement system, recollect the data. Right? You must know all these things. And this is suppose if the error is too much, not 10%, let's say 30% or 40%. Then using the same data, you can generate 6 different graphs. This is bar chart. This is R chart, control chart. This is X bar control chart. This is called line diagram. and this is called box plot, and this is called interaction plot. These 6 graphs will tell you what is going wrong, who is doing the work wrongly, whether the measurement system is not adequate. All the useful information will come from the 6 graphs. Then you can improve the measurement system. Then you can bring down the error here. Once the error is brought down, you can use the equipment. If it is not brought down, you must go for a better equipment. Maybe a new one you have to purchase. And now, when people are asked to collect the data, they can easily go wrong. You might think that what is there, sir? When we collect the data, we collect accurately. But let us listen to the conversation here in the video. Then we understand how people misunderstand things and then bring irrelevant data, right? And this is a WhatsApp video I received, but I am using it for a different purpose.
Okay, double click on my computer. I can see
conversation. My computer, right? So people can easily misunderstand what you are expecting them to do. So you have to be very, very careful as a project leader. If you are concerned about producing results in your project, then you have to make sure you give clear instruction. That everybody who reads your instruction should understand in just one single manner only. No ambiguity. Otherwise, what happens? You will be expecting them to collect some data, but they will collect some other data which is completely irrelevant and then will fool you in your project, right? So, what is this video? Okay. Now, this measure phase, we'll see. This and all we have finished. I'm just moving fast. Measure phase, I wanted to equip you on few things. As an yellow belt, you should know. This we have done. Yeah. I'll talk about this. And I have time up to 11 o'clock only, but I don't know. Maybe I may grab your break also if required. Say there are certain terms like bias, linearity, and stability you should know.